quite a lot of businesses use the sample route in order to get customers, a bit like a try before you buy. But there's a lot of people out there that are kind of struggling really to even give things away. And it sucks. I've been there. It sucks and you feel like you suck, and then everything's just one big sucky mess, and then you lie in bed at night thinking, oh, this is just a disaster. I can't even give things away. But fear not. I'm going to give you something to go away and think about and possibly even implement by the end of this video. And here's the best bit. This is stuff that even 99% of anybody that is selling online isn't even doing. And if you still have questions at the end, before I sign off, I'll let you know the quickest way to get hold of me. And we'll have a bit of a conversation, and I'll tell you about the other things that I did that boosted my business that not many other people are doing out there at the moment. I love the sample first idea. I mean, after all, it's what I do, right? I get on video, I give you free stuff, and then if you find yourself in awe of my fabulousness, and my awesomeness, and my wisdom, then you'll carry on sampling my stuff and eventually become a client, which you should do because, you know, I'm awesome. I expect a lot of the guidance that you've had over time is to, share testimonials and talk about your experience of the product, maybe share your experience of the product via results and things like that. Yeah, that's great if we were still in 2015. It's actually a really old method of marketing now. Don't get me wrong, I understand that it works for some people, but those people have already got their audience. Do you know what I mean? They're already there. They've already got those people engaged. You actually need to change it up completely to build your own audience and put a whole fresh new look on things. What's happened now is this stuff is like completely overused. It's out there all the time, and it's caused something called customer fatigue, or also known as banner blindness. This is actually when the customer or the audience or whoever you're putting it out there to is completely switched off to what you're doing because they're so used to seeing it. Sample to sales, or even sales online in general, now has become like a really difficult thing to do. It's not about posting about your product or your service or even your opportunity anymore. You've probably been told that it's all about the content, which I suppose is right, but there's actually like a big piece that the people giving you this advice is kind of missing out on. I don't know what I'm holding right now. It's a Rubik's Cube. It's my imaginary Rubik's Cube. What I need you to understand is, although the amount of people that consume content has stayed relatively the same over the last couple of years, the amount of content out there for us to take in is, well, it's just gone through the roof. It's huge. There's more bloggers, there's more vloggers, there's more websites going up, there's more coaches coming in. It's a lot to take in. So when you are producing your content, you have to fight through such a massive crowd of people. So you've really got to think about how to stand out amongst all those others. So you have to be different. You have to brand yourself differently from others. You have to market yourself completely differently from what everybody else is doing. And that's very, very hard, especially in some industries, when you have the people teaching you how to do it and they're like, well, I did it this way. That's great. It worked for you, but I'm finding it a little bit difficult. You need to work out what your difference is. I don't even know what that is either. That belongs with my Rubik's Cube. You have one job as a person selling a product or a service or an opportunity online, and that is to build trust. Massive amounts, oodles of trustiness. But how do you build trust? Well, most people would say to you that you've got to solve problems. That's what sales is all about. You're solving people's problems, but they're actually jumping over something that's huge at the moment in the 2019 marketing world. Not necessarily lives. If you watched my other video on lives, you'll understand why that actually can be a little bit of a problem. It's not the giving value, or the back again. It's not the giving value. It's not about the content. Yes, they are massively important. They are part of it. It's how you do it. The 2019 way of building a business online is all about charisma and entertainment, baby. In a nutshell, you need to get your personality out there across the interwebs. Think about it. You're going for that sentence that we hear a lot, the know, like, and trust factor. We tend to be drawn towards people over a variety of things. For example, interests, hobbies, their personality. Are they funny? Is it like, do you want funny people? Do you want sarcastic people? Do you want people that like psycho murderers? Maybe you guys shouldn't meet up though. Just a thought. If you show your personality online, it's what can start conversations. Conversations lead to relationships. Relationships, they lead to trust. They've got to know you. You really need to kind of think about what you get from your friends. If your friends recommended something to you, you are more than likely to take a look at it. If this is the first video you've seen of me, you might not like me, which is fine. But what you might also do is you might go, I quite like what she does. Let me go and have a look at some more of her videos. I have people coming to me because of videos that I've done in the past. They like me. They get to see who I am. We have conversations. We build relationships and they become clients, or they just remain friends. But the great thing is they share my stuff, or they tag people in my stuff. And basically I get referrals through them. The point is, we're not going to always accept even a free sample from someone we don't know, we don't trust, and we don't even know if we like them, who are just peddling their wares on social media. And please don't think that it's because people are unsupportive. That's a whole other video, actually. I'll get on that. You want to do well, you've really got to show off who you are these days. What I want you to remember, though, is these two things, okay? Don't think that you have to act like a complete nutter to be able to catch the eye of your audience. I'm mad, me, I'm crazy, I'm nuts, watch me set fire to myself. Keeping up that sort of facade is going to be so draining on you. And one day, you're going to kind of let it slip. And when people realize that you haven't been that true to yourself, you're going to lose that trust. And believe me, it takes months and months and months to build up the relationships and the trust that finally lead to someone taking a sample, or someone taking a sale, or whatever it is that your aim is to do. It can be lost just like that, because you haven't really shown them who you are. You've shown them what you think you should be. Don't blow it, okay? Okay. The second thing is be consistent. Don't just do 2 weeks of, kicking ass with crazy great content that's actually getting people to start paying attention to you, and then going quiet and complacent for 2 weeks. You'll ruin it all. You have to be consistent. You have to do what you started doing. Above all, always post for them. Don't always post for you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares that you have samples that you need to give away. Nobody cares that you have this product. They always want to know what's in it for them. All in all, you have to use your personality, or your super selly superpower, as I like to call it. Oh, they're back. They won't go away. If you don't know what your super selly superpower is, then feel free to connect with me. Drop me a message, put a comment below saying that you need a little bit of help. We'll get together, a quick 20-minute call. We'll see what we can find out for you. In the meantime, I am Danny Maley. Be assured that I am always here looking for new ways for you to have a kick-ass business page and make some serious sales.